I am here, ladies and gents. I am live tonight in the studio. And I got a little bit I want to talk about. And possibly tinker around with some ideas musically for a little bit, because I've been hankering to create something. Whew. Boy, I will tell you guys this. It has been incredibly hard for me to find my creative space musically lately. It's just, after coming up with the new background theme song and intro, I was exhausted. Creatively just completely exhausted. But I have felt the urge to make something. And I've been quite hard on myself because I hadn't had the creative juices to flow the way I wish them to flow. And frankly, it's because I just don't know what to do musically right now. I've been diving into the bag of listening to some go-go from Washington, D.C., my hometown. And those that do know, I have a single out called Groove With Me. It's available on all streaming platforms. And on there, I was able to merge smooth jazz with some go-go, created by yours truly. Here's the problem. That was 2 years ago. And since then, I released 2 other singles, but those were covers, nothing original. I have a few songs in the tank that I want to fully produce out and release, but I just haven't been in the space to really dive into it. I haven't picked up my saxophone since releasing Get Lifted, the John Legend cover I did. Jeez, that was 2 years ago. I want to say, yeah, let me correct myself. Groove With Me came out 3 years ago in March of 2022. And then I released Drunk on Love, which is another saxophone cover I did. It's a smooth jazz rendition of Rihanna's Drunk on Love. And then, of course, I did John Legend's Get Lifted. And I kind of just fell off the face of the earth musically for 2 years. And man, it's been a struggle. It has been a real struggle to find inspiration and just to get in the swing of sitting down and hashing out something great. I have the attitude to, once I get started on something, that I won't stop. But unfortunately, if I do come to a pause, I just don't get back up again. and finish. So I'm beating myself up over that. Um, and that's my state of mind right now, musically. Um, I have been quite entertained by what has been going on musically out here with the UK versus USA rap battle, which finally came to a close when Jonah Lucas said, I'm not doing this anymore. Because he pretty much downplayed every bit of what Spectre produced. And I get it. If you're feeling like the punches that was thrown at you were very weak, you're gonna bow out of the fight. But here's my thing. Rap battle rules say we supposed to have three rounds. And let the people decide. Not the artist deciding and dictating who was the winner. I mean, that to me is weak, and unfortunately, in my definition, by you bowing out, Jonah Lucas, you took a L for the whole battle. I mean, you had a solid second round, which I gave you big props for. But the fact that you bowed out, and you didn't bow out gracefully. No, you actually just quit to me because you didn't take it serious. You didn't take this battle serious at all. And we could tell from your first response, and I get it, you're on tour, you just dropped the album. You ain't got no time for all of this. Here's my thing. If you didn't have time for it, say you don't have time for this. And don't even get involved from the get-go. Because now you're wasting the precious times of people who enjoy hearing you be creative and release something. We wanted to see y'all go back and forth. And granted, some of these punches didn't land the way that y'all wished them to. And that's okay. That happens in rap battles all the time. But to just be like, the other person is weaker than me, I'm going to bow out early because it's a waste of my time. Can we imagine if Drake did that with Kendrick? Could we imagine if Meek Mill never finished putting out another song after Drake put another song out, even though what he put out wasn't the best compared to what Drake put out with the back-to-back. Look, what can you do about it? But nonetheless, putting nothing out is a huge L. Hell, I have given myself a huge L for not putting any music out since July 2023. I just hadn't been in a creative space to, nor have I put in the time to. For me to sit here and say anything about whatever music that I put out if it's not the best, I would not blame it on anybody else but myself. And I would respect that if Jonah had said, well, I'm not going to put out just anything just to put out something. I want to put out my best, and I want to go up against the best. But at the moment, you're not going up. You don't have UK's best to go up against. And the fact that you're not even respecting them for coming to you as a challenger in the first place, all right, whatever. Do what you want to do. That's my 2 cents on that. Battle done. We done. Making headways these last couple weeks also. Miss Rasheeda from Love and Hip Hop. People have been ripping her apart with this. Hey, you going to a Rasheeda concert with me? I got these tickets. And everyone's response being, who? I get it. I get it. I get it. The music that she did put out wasn't as rememberable as other artists for us to even consider her as a person of interest to want to go see perform live. And I understand that, because what set list do you have? Me, I'm in a different space. I can always do some covers and be good at a show. But an artist like Rasheeda, it made me chuckle a little bit because people are being people. But as looking at it from an artist standpoint, man, I can't catch a break. And it seems like every time a new season, like right before the new season of Love and Hip Hop comes around, she can't catch no breaks. Something media-wise is coming up, talking about her music, her career, and then it leads into talking about her relationship with her husband. And all I could do is sit back and shake my head. How did we get here every time? And it is what it is at this point, honestly. Because I stopped expecting something different, because that is pure insanity. And I just ride the wave of the entertainment of it all. Because, man, people, the internet is brutal. And they don't hold no cut cards back. They be slamming them things down on the table, big Joker style. Oh, man. And that's pretty much what I have to say, music commentary wise. Maybe I don't know. This thing with Suno is got my curiosity, but I'm not like fully invested in it. I'm not investigating it. I'm not putting too much energy towards it because it's a lot I don't know. I just don't know about Suno. And understanding what is going on as an independent artist, having whatever music is out there being sampled and reused with AI's help. Um, I've heard some interesting creations from AI from Suno, and the stuff that I've heard, I'll admit, is absolutely amazing. I'm definitely shocked what Suno and AI has been able to produce. However, the copyright issues with them learning from published music from the major record labels without permission, and with Timbaland out here using independent artists, unsigned artists material to train his version of Suno to create something fresh or enhance what they already have. And later on, we find out that they're not getting the credit for that. That bothers me because based off of U.S. laws and how the industry operates, a check is supposed to be written. Documents are supposed to be signed. And it's not okay to not have these people receive their just dues. They put a lot of work, a lot of hours, lost a lot of sleep, revisions, revamping, rewriting, all this stuff like the amount of work that goes into creating music should receive a reward. And if AI is going to come in and just cherry pick little bits and pieces and circumvent all of that, we got a problem. And most of the problem is because, like I said, doing it without permission and people not being compensated. And what's so scary about it is we're being told that they can't monetize it, but somehow some people have figured out how to monetize it and not share with the original creators in which the song was influenced by. Now, unfortunately, this day and age, musical influences have gone a little to the left, in my opinion, where you can't borrow the feel of a song, the chord rhythmic patterns, and things that are in essence what make a song without infringing on somebody else's work. And it's an absolute thin line right now. Like, it is paper thin, because to have a prime example, Blurred Lines be found guilty of infringing on Marvin Gaye's Got to Give It Up. I've analyzed both songs. The only thing that is the same to me is the pulse. But in a court of law, they found different. We're not talking about somebody taking a sample of the Young and the Restless TV theme song and making it into a hip hop R&B song called "No More Drama" by Mary J. Blige. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about somebody taking a guitar riff from a song and turning that into a hip hop song sensation, all about the Benjamins, baby. And because there once was a rule of you can take 8 seconds of a song and utilize it in your song and be okay. Not no more. The reason why I had to go and recreate a theme song of my own, I had AI create an intro theme song, some background music for me to be able to just play of my own for my own show. And it turns out I got a copyright content ID flagged because of the bass line was from somebody else's song. I can't tell you how many songs that are out within the last 10 years that borrowed from bass lines, drum beats, and chord progressions, and yet still we're sitting here talking about sampling through AI. It bothers me because music, creativity, it's not fun anymore. Because back in the day, they would borrow from the feel of other songs all the time, rhythmically on the guitar, rhythmically on the drums, rhythmically on the piano, all the time. And now it seems like you can't do nothing without being flagged. And so I sit here dancing around the whole thing, trying to figure out something new, something fresh. And I can't do it. Unfortunately, I just can't do it. So I'm grabbing at straws these days. Hopefully something will come out of all of this. Because I absolutely wish to put out an album, a body of work. But I just don't know how many songs I could put together quickly. Because I just don't operate that way. And I don't have a producer that I could go to and have ideas to bounce off of and sit down and drum up something from scratch. It's just me. So I have to be the producer, I have to be the artist, and that takes time. Hey, but I am working on it. I would like to say hello to my lovely friend in the chat tonight, Bianca Edwards. Welcome. I'm just up here running my mouth a little bit, talking about me and my music and where I am in the moment and what I would like to do and the things that has caught my eye recently in the music industry. Thank you for coming by. So tonight, I think I would like to go back to a track I had been working on a while ago and just listen to it and see what I can shake from that. Why don't you guys join me? Back in May, June, I had been working on a song that I have a working title for it right now. I'm calling it Bombshell. And I kind of pieced everything together that I would like to put together in it. With some nice drums, and I came to a stopping point because I felt like there was nothing more I could add to it. And so I'm gonna go back to it now and just take a listen and see if I can add anything else on top of it that will be meaningful, I would say, to the track. Here we go. Hey, hey, hey. Get your butt back there. What the helly? Got into this thing. that's what I have right now. I want to have some background vocals to it. Maybe. I'm just at a loss right now when it comes to this song because I just creatively got to a plateau. And what I liked about it is how mellow it is, how kind of retro it became to the early 2000s to me. It gave me those 112 vibes, maybe a Joe, if I'm looking at a solo artist. And I'm just kind of sitting with it right now, just thinking musically, how can I enhance it? And what scares me is there's this thing that's called overproducing, where producers just keep adding and adding and adding and adding things into a song to where it becomes so cluttered and unrecognizable because I can put this in there. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do that. Oh, this will be dope right here. And my problem is I don't have that right now. I'm just not feeling that right now. Hey, absolutely. Very mellow. Cause it's a love song here, man. You know. And I would love to work with an artist, maybe a vocalist on this, if somebody was out there interested in it. Otherwise, I have to get extra creative as a saxophonist on this to come up with melodies that will complement what I've done for music production wise. I would almost even go ahead as far as saying like maybe a Life Jennings type voice or what's her name? A Jay Holiday voice on this would be great. until I find something more to do with that, I'm just going to put a pin in it at this point and just be cool with it. Because if I don't, I'm going to wreck this song. That's how I feel in general. I don't want to wreck this. And who knows, like, maybe a couple years from now, like, I might actually find a vocalist that would do justice on this song and we could bring it to life. Never know. I think I want to share that with. Let me see. Oh, great. I'm not logged in. Imagine that. Well, I'll come back to that later. Oh, wait. I might be able to do that over here. Maybe. There is a group that I've come across on IG, and almost every clip I've come across, man, these boys be having me in my feelings because on my next go-go song that I do, I need to master my congos, and I need to have this real life sound. And it bothers me that I can't quite get this. Let me share this with y'all right quick. Hang on, I'm gonna bring this up because YouTube don't flag me on this. Please don't flag me on this. But y'all, the heroes to me in these go-go bands out here, in front of DVV, man, these Congo players. What's y'all say? What's y'all say? if y'all want to follow them, go ahead and follow the Ambassadors of Crank on Instagram, man. They got some solid videos out here. Like, I got work to do. Say what? Bianca, for reals? Hold up. Wait a minute. You said Congos are right up my alley. Don't tell me that now. We got to talk. I had no idea. Cause let me show you this. This little one right here. See this little one? Say is, boy, like I said, the Congos is the heroes of the go-go world. And I'm gonna tell you about another band that I love growing up. We called them NEG, aka Northeast Groovers. This band right here, we have this word in the DC area that we say crank. This band crank. Always let me on the south side. It's always let me on the south side now. It's your shit. Go on business and see y'all. That's a good buddy, but I gotta keep y'all eyes on your jack. And that urban real band. I will give you all. I can sing it to y'all. I will give you all. bass player, man, was set it off, man. And whew. Now, Northeast Groovers have another element that they brought out. They brought out the rototons and timbales. The sound that them jokers produce, along with the congos, is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I want to say they was on the front porch. I want to say this was it. When they was on the front porch. And oh my God.
Shawty, you
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, hello.
Shawty.
That ain't it. Hold on, I gotta go back.
There it is. One more time, y'all. Hey!
My man right here, the lead vocalist and everybody. He's on the road to it is freaking groove.
Hey, Metro Club style.
This is why Northeast Groove has the name that they got, because them boys just
Hey, 27. Come on. Hey, DJ Rico. Hey. Maestro. Give me some hey, Maestro. Woo! Maestro.
ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it, man. Hey, wifey, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Let me know that you couldn't hardly hear me. I tried to push this thing to the max on my mic. It just don't be catching my voice sometimes. But what I was saying was the type of groove that I want to produce next is on the par with some of the samples that I just showed on screen from Northeast Groovers. I want to definitely have that pocket, groovy, bouncy sound. And I want to definitely bring out the essence of the Congos, like we saw on Ambassadors of Crank page on Instagram. And so once I get in the right mindset, I've been doing a lot of studying and critiquing and just analyzing go-go patterns from the Congos standpoint, so I can bring that essence into my next song. Because when I get into this next song, I want it to slap hard. I want y'all to be out your seat, shanking your rump all night long. Like Groove With Me has a groove, but it ain't as hard as that. And I need it to be like that. So I got some work to do up here in the studio. And I'm going to share with y'all. I'm going to come back up here. And when I got something, ooh-wee, I'm going to let y'all know. For sure. But I'm tired, yo. And I'm a little thirsty. I think I want to go get me a cup of wine and unwind with my cup of wine and get my mind right for what I do next. I thank y'all for joining me tonight. Hopefully I'll see y'all on another Wednesday. Not next Wednesday, but probably the Wednesday before we get into September. I think that was like August 27th or something. I got some things coming up that I'm going to be working on outside of the studio. And so my time is going to be divvied up elsewhere for right now, unfortunately. But I am coming back live. Thank you for joining me. And I got to do this because I will forget. Man. Follow me here on YouTube and TikTok at Unveiled Vibrations. You can listen to my music that I already have out there. It's on all music streaming platforms as TD McCollum, and then you can also find me here on YouTube at Mr. TD McCollum, and you can hit up my CashApp at Mr. TD McCollum if you please. And if you want to holler at your boy offline, you can hit me up at Apostle TD McCollum. And on Saturdays, faithfully, we are here at 10 a.m. every Saturday, where we're coming together to pray and have a little social meeting of the minds, talk about life. Y'all have a good night. Keep on grooving. See y'all.